Welcome to Evanston, Illinois, Ryan Field, and home to the Northwestern Wildcats, where it will be a sea of purple as the fans are more than ready for this one. A Big Ten showdown coming, conference games where the results will stick with you for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the UCLA Bruins. Northwestern has the kickoff team on the field as we are about ready to start. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. So the UCLA Bruins offense will start this game off. And here comes their leader, Jesse. He just has a way of elevating everybody's play.
And he's a point guard, too. So good at distributing the football, finds the open guys, and he makes this offense go.
Makes it go, and just, you can trust him. Everything is available. You're not playing with one arm behind your back. You got all guns blazing.
Got the back over the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They'll line up for a second down play. Quarterback will audible. Looking to throw, it's Dennis. What a snag by the defense. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Northwestern. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make a punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense early.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game.
He's going to take a shot. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. He finds his man. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you've got the offense right where you are.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And it's right down the boulevard. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Wildcats offense will get the ball for the 1st time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, and they get the ball back. make it much tougher on this drive. Got some work to do here on 2nd and 8 from the 20. They'll go to the ground. And he'll work his way out across the 10 to about the 12. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. Leaves it with the running back. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. You think about the long list of great UCLA running backs. You know, people forget Jackie Robinson was a UCLA running back.
And Jackie also started safety for UCLA. He started both ways. Just think about how good of an athlete you have to be to do that. But the tradition, the uniforms, the Rose Bowl, everything about UCLA just smells good.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And the Bruins have this offense rolling. Looking for a man. It's Dennis. Back open in the middle. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, UCLA. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
That makes the score UCLA 10, Northwestern.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit in this one.
Trying play action. Takes a hit as he fires. And that pass is intercepted. Taking it the other way. He's at the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage. Reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
17, Northwestern.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner goes down. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out
and the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. No matter the sport, he epitomized a UCLA mantra, be quick, don't hurry.
I mean, what a great job of being quick off the ball. Defensive lineman, you got to be quick off the ball if you want to be disruptive, get in the backfield, and get to the quarterback.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Trying to make magic with his feet. How about that job to get down in the nick of time to avoid the big hit? Northwestern will have to punt it away. He gets a block. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jet.
Gonna let it fly. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. Oh, man, thought he had the interception, but the official rules gained too much of an advantage. So wave off the turnover, give up the yardage, it'll be 1st down. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. He'll start this drive firing. The throw, just a short pass to the tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Wide out in motion. Looking to move it through the air. Lets it fly deep downfield. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Listen, I know DBs don't catch the ball real well, but to be a defensive back, it's one of the hardest positions in football. You got to stay with these big, fast wide receivers and then try to go track the football and make a play. Great job making a play for his team there.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. To the air, it's Dennis. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. And they give him enough for the 1st down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the 1st. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the 1st. Let's take a break and look at the 1st quarter stats. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Motion from the offense. With jet sweep pass. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Grab behind the line. It's Brown. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, UCLA. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Coming after it. It's caught downfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Northwestern wants to go quickly.
Second down.
Off the play fake. And the blitz gets to him just like that.
It is such a luxury for a defensive coordinator when you know you can get after the quarterback. This is the best team in the nation right now in getting sacks, whether they rush 4, 5, or 6. Time and time again, when they get the opponent in a passing situation, they're able to get home and create negative plays.
Northwestern will send out the punt team.
Number 12. On to punt it away.
He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. UCLA will go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it. Now it's just going to be a passing game.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
Going up top on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Great job, great field. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missiles.
Leaves it with the back. How about the patience from this sophomore to hunt that green grass?
Another big play for this offense, and I'll tell you, historically, on the best UCLA units offensively, whether they're throwing it, whether they're in the shotgun, whether they're going up tempo or they're not, it's always so important to have balance. They've always had a guy they can turn around and hand the football off to keep defenses honest. This guy with his power and his speed, he really gives this offense a lot of flexibility.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Quarterback checking the play. Dropping back, it's Dennis. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Looking to throw for it. They're bringing heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive. And I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
On 4th down, going to the air. Makes the catch past the sticks. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. It may seem like a really aggressive call, but David, you settle for 3 there. It's like handing a win to the defense.
Yeah, and I like aggressive. Aggressive is good for offenses, and we've seen it time and time again. You get beat when you kick field goals. That's something that you look back, it's a big stat. So I like the aggressiveness to go for it, especially when you get like easy decision, right? 1st down.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bruins. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here.
Northwestern 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little...
And he's running in the open. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, a catchable ball down the field, and makes the big play. Nice toughness by that young man.
He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down. Back to throw, it's Wood. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Northwestern right back to the line.
Brings up 2nd down.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Starting to feel a little pressure. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. They'll immediately call timeout. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The offense somehow retained possession. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. All lined up and ready to go for a great 2nd half ahead. He thought about bringing that out for a half-second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the 1st half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
To the ground with the back. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down. Northwestern moving the ball expeditiously. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Quarterback extends the play. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him, and sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls. Just
looking deep. Makes the catch on the left. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. How about that last big play? You're backed up, and now you've got it 1st and 10 from the 46. Looking to throw, it's Dennis. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. The snap sets up the throw. He'll take another shot here. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. He'll pull it down and run. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. He's looking to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. He's going to run it. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Power football with the run. They're just trying to bash it forward. He got a couple. It's down at the 11. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to throw, it's Dennis. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Pocket starts to collapse. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
He's got an open man. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. He'll keep it himself. Got the first down and more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped a really big play. And the Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. After the big 1st down sack, it's 2nd down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. He looks that one in nicely. A couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Quarterbacks love receivers that can do damage once they have the football in his hands. No doubt there. Easy slant, completion, and then let your receiver go make hay once he has the ball.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. Splits the uprights, it's good. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
34, Northwestern 10.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. UCLA will go back to work on offense. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, Dave.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. He wants to throw. Moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Dennis. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Now facing a 3rd and long. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half.
UCLA.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Trying to take it back. Not only made the pick, but he also made up some ground and took it back to the 38.
And you don't see this very often, the big defensive linemen. You see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
They'll give it to him again. Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15.
Brings up 2nd down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Handoff from the shotgun. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further.
Northwestern 16.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Here's the handoff. Got room at the 35. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. First down to start the drive after the break. They're getting this guy lathered up. At the 45 on its way. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
This doesn't happen with just anybody at tailback. You got to do this with a dude, a guy you know can roll. Just toss it to him, let him get out in the open field. They'll do the rest and make big gains.
Wants to throw on first down. Going to try to get it himself. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another first down. The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9.
Second down coming up.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a man. It's Dennis. A sweet feet keeping the play alive. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA! And the stomping has commenced. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And a sack all the way back at the 5. They'll come to the line and try to get out of this mess on second down from the 5. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Strong run and useful. Picks up 4 out to the 9. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Makes the grab down the middle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And a decent game there before the defense makes a stop.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
At the 36. And first down for the offense.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
And the Bruins are on the move. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Now, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you, running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Back to pass, it's Dennis. And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
It's fourth down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for a man on second down. Feeling some heat. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, going up top. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next week.
The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. And the Wildcats will line it up on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. They're trying to get to him. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on 1st down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. Find space on the right.
And it's always interesting when you get into this garbage time and if it really matters or if it doesn't. And depending on who you talk to, it matters. But that's a big passing play. They just needed a lot more of those in this football game so they could score some points because this offense, it was a disappointing day.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. Back to pass, it's Woods. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man.
Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. 1st down here for the offense. Wide receiver shows motion. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He's got him wide open. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset.
It's complete. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? He's got it. And he'll be brought down.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, Matt, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop you.
They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. Third and goal, where the strong come through. Back to throw, it's Dennis. Looking for an open area to his left. Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but
touchdown, Bruins! And the beatdown has ensued. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
This is what an elite team does. They know